This is the 2015-2016 Burton Blunt snowboard. Now the Blunt has been around for a little while, but they've made a big change to it this year in that it is no longer a flat base board. It now has what Burton call flying V, so it's got a rocker profile in the middle, camber sections under the bindings, rocker sections towards the end of each one. That's a hybrid camber that Burton have used on some of their more high-end boards, and now that it's been introduced to the Blunt, that makes the Blunt actually the lowest priced Burton board that you can have the flying V on. So it's a mid-range board designed for the all-rounder who also likes a bit of freestyle. It's a true twin board, so it's got a true twin shape and true twin flex, so it's ideal for freestyle, but it actually has a little bit more to it than that. It can be ridden all over the whole mountain. Now, if you've never used Flying V before, it can be a little bit weird to start with. Even if you're just skating with one foot in, you'll find that the nose really does come up a lot. The rocker section in the middle is quite pronounced, and that takes a bit of getting used to. One of the reasons that has happened, though, is that it keeps the nose up in the powder. Now, with a twin board, that can sometimes be a challenge, but with this one, I found it really did come up in the powder quite well. I didn't have to worry too much about the nose sinking, and I certainly didn't have to set my stance back or anything like that, so that helped. Being a true twin board and also being one with a medium flex, it's not really designed for really opening up at the high speeds, either on piste or off. Tried to sort of push it to see how fast you could go comfortably, and compared to some other boards, especially ones that are maybe a bit set back, it was just a little bit jittery at times, so I wouldn't think about really charging on this one. If that's the kind of thing you like to do, you probably want something in more of the free ride range. However, you know, this is kind of designed to be an all-rounder, so as far as, you know, going fast is concerned, it can do. It carves pretty nicely. You know, usually you expect better carves from a full camber board, but this one holds pretty well, which is nice. And as far as freestyle goes, buttering and things like that, it really comes into its own there. The profile allows you to really press things out on the piste, no problem, and you don't really worry about catching, which is a really good thing as well. You won't get as much pop as you would with a traditional camber, or maybe even the old flat base version, but you still get plenty. If you find a side hit, you just pop off that. You'll have a really good time still with that. The last thing I did with this was on the home run, took it through the park, hit some boxes, and it feels really comfortable doing that kind of thing. It is a true twin, obviously, so if you can take it to the park, you really should. It just means you can also take it to the rest of the mountain and have a really good day. So if you're looking for an all-rounder, you want to do a bit of free ride, bit of freestyle, cruise the piste, do some buttering, and you don't want to pay too much money, then the Blunt is definitely worth a shout.